Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Mike Green. I'm one of the owners of 1A Auto. I want to help you save time and money repairing and maintaining your vehicle. I'm going to use my 20+ years experience restoring and repairing cars and trucks like this to show you the correct way to install parts from 1AAuto.com. The right parts installed correctly. That's going to save you time and money. Thank you and enjoy the video.
In this video, we're going to show you how to replace a broken washer bottle. The washer bottle on this vehicle is actually fine, so we just remove it and put it back in place just to show you. This is on a 2000 Accord, basically the same as a 98 to 02 Accord. Tools you'll need are a flat blade screwdriver, an 8 and 10 millimeter socket with ratchet and extensions. You can see I have my wheel turned over here, and there is a 8 millimeter bolt here. Okay, and then underneath, okay, there's a 10 millimeter bolt here, and then there's a series of these clips. Okay, this is on top here, one here, and then there are also those clips up underneath. Let's see if I can find one here. So you can see right there. Okay, and I think there's probably about 4 or 5 underneath. And you remove those clips and the 8 and 10 millimeter bolts on each side, and it moves forward. To remove the clips, you just use a flat blade screwdriver, pry up on the middle of the clip, and that allows the whole thing to come out. Okay, so here I'm going to go into super high speed as I use a ratchet socket and extension to remove the 2 bolts on one side, and then I move over to the other side, remove the same 2 bolts on the other side, and then go underneath and remove the clips. Now you saw me remove a clip on the top. That was a relatively easy shot. The ones underneath, they work the same way, but generally they're kind of filled up with a little bit of gunk, so you have to work at them a little more to pry out the middle and then pull them out. But as soon as I get done here with pulling those clips out from underneath, then we'll go back and do the rest of it. Okay, now you want to take the sides, pull them down, out. You see my cover pretty much just came right off. The other side, down and out. The cover comes off. Okay, so over here on your driver's side, remove and replace your washer pump just by pulling it out. You want to pull this rubber grommet off for later. And you'll notice that I have a bucket underneath the reservoir. That is because if you have any fluid in there, when you pull that washer pump out, that fluid will come out very quickly. And there are 3 10 millimeter bolts, one right there, one over here, and then one on top next to the cap right here. Moving the top one first. Okay, and I'll speed up the video as I take that top bolt out, and then close to the end you'll see me, I pull the cap and measuring stick right up and out. And we'll continue the fast forward as I remove the 2 bolts that hold the bottle to the frame. Okay, comes out, back in, just put up in there. And we'll fast forward again as I put those bolts back in, tighten them up. When you tighten them, you want them nice and firm. They don't have to be extremely tight. And you can see that probably the hardest part of this repair is pulling that bumper cover off, and even that's not even that difficult. And so here I'm going to put that rubber grommet back into the reservoir, and then it's easier to do it this way, put the rubber grommet back in, then push
the washer pump in and install it, and then make sure you put the hose back into the little clip spot too. And now you'll want to refill your reservoir, and I just clean out the bucket before I drain it. That makes sure that you get nice clean fluid in there.
Put your bumper cover back on, put it in place, make sure that these flaps go up under, or actually up over the cover. Okay. Move it up into place. Go in just to kind of hold it in place.
Okay, now I'm just going to speed it up here as I put the rest of those clips in, and you just have to push the plastic underbody of the inner fenders, push it up into place, and then to make sure the pins go in correctly. Okay, and I'm going to speed up through here, putting in the bottom 10mm screw. It goes from the bottom of the fascia to the inner fender, and then the top one that goes from the fascia to the actual fender, and then on the other side. And you'll see I'm kind of struggling with it here a little bit, and this is probably pretty common on these vehicles because this car's probably had a couple bumps and bruises, and there's a little clip that clips onto the fender that you just have to move into the right spot, and basically that's what I'm doing, is trying to move that clip in the right spot, then get the bolt through the fascia up into that clip and get it tightened up. Other than that, you're all set. We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.1aauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.